What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna go get right into the topic at hand. I've been following this Puff Daddy case and everything, and I'm hearing more and more lawyers say that they recommend that Puff Daddy he take a plea deal, right? And not even go to not even take this to trial because they're saying that if Puff Daddy wants if he stands any chance of ever getting out again, then he need to take a plea deal. So I heard one lawyer say that if he got 30 years, which and now I think Puff Daddy's like 50 something years old in his early 50s, he might stand like a plea deal, for instance, for 30 years, he might stand a chance of getting out. Um, but if he goes to trial, and they throw the book at him, anything over that, and with the federal government, they say that, anything over the 30 years, which he'll probably get more than 30 years if they he's if he go to trial. But that's the thing. The federal government may not even be offering him a deal or may not want to so they may not be offering him a deal, but if there's a deal on the table and they talking about 30 years, then they think that it would be best for him to take the 30 years. And so one of the reasons they say that he shouldn't go to trial is because everybody knows that the federal government have like a 90 something percent in the high 90s, 90 something percent chance of success rate. They win at least 97% of their trials, right? So looking at those odds, and what they have and everything, if Puff Daddy if he gets anything, like I said, if he get convicted, they're gonna give him life on some of these charges that he's looking at. Another reason they say like it's going to be so expensive that like a trial like this, because of his lawyers and stuff like that, his lawyers, they're going to want they charging top dollar, so the lawyers are going to be expensive. That's number one. Then number two, if you lose that, once you lose, then you have restitution, and the restitution for a trial like this will be millions of dollars. And also the lawyer made the point that these this criminal case is doing all the work for the civil case. So once he loses the criminal case, the civil cases that come behind it, it's just going to be all this evidence and all this information out there. And so what they're basically doing is doing the work for the civil lawyers. So and everything is just going to be laid out, and all the civil lawyers got to do is come through and present the evidence that was laid out in the criminal case. And so that's more money. You know what I mean? That's more money that he's going to lose. And if if he want to think about like his kids, he want his kids to have any type of future, as far as like financially, I think that maybe this is something he should consider. Consider just just taking a just taking a plea, or taking some type of offer where as though it'll just save him a lot of money, and it'll probably help his family in the long run. But that's if the government allow him to plead. Like with the they didn't allow him to. They didn't allow him to do the bail. You know what I mean? He wanted like what he offered like $50 million for bail, and they turned that down. So if, like I said, if he can make a deal as far as this a plea bargain, then I think maybe he should take that, because those civil suits that's going to come behind it, and all that's all this stuff is just costing him more and more money. And another thing, now I do remember with the OJ Simpson trial, O.J. Simpson lawyer Robert Shapiro told O.J. Simpson that he should take a plea deal, because of all of the evidence that he had against him. So, but I think O.J. Simpson wasn't federal. His was state. O.J. Simpson was like, he just laughed and walked away from his lawyer when they told him that, he should take a plea deal. But we talking federal government here. O.J. Simpson, his was in the state. Like I said, he had a state case. But I don't know. Let me know my take on it. I would think that at his age, 50-something years old, he's done it all. He's been all over the world. He's lived a good life. If he's really he's concerned about, the future of his kids. This is something that he want to consider. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's my take on it. I would think that at 50-something years old, maybe he should just go ahead and take a deal, make a deal. But like I said, that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Do you think Puff Daddy should take a deal like these lawyers are saying, or do you think he should risk it all and go to and go to court with it and try to beat these charges? I don't know. It's like giving up, and it's like giving up, or it's like knowing when to knowing when they got you. But with that being said, man, yeah, leave a comment. I want to know, what would you do? Would you go to trial if you was Puff Daddy, or would you would you take a deal and just just call it quits, man, and just like I said, just leave it at that. But with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment, below. Let me know what you would do if you was Puff Daddy as far as taking a deal. And peace. I'll check you all out on the next video.